Bing Madsen lives in a room whose walls are made of screens. An alarm plays on screen to wake him up. He goes to the bathroom and applies toothpaste to his brush, for which he has to pay using merits. An unskippable ad plays on his mirror, which he has to watch, or face penalty. He puts on his clothes and goes to work. He rides a stationary bike to generate electricity in exchange for merits. Sitting next to him is Dustin, an obnoxious man who makes fun of fat people. He buys a drink for himself and an apple, which doesn't come through. A girl watching him helps him get his apple. He goes back to cycling. Dustin watches adult videos on his screen. He starts making fun of a fat worker cleaning the floors. After work, he plays games on his screen. An ad plays for the talent show, Hot Shot. He tries to skip the ad, which causes penalty. He looks at his merits. He has a little over 15 million merits. He takes the penalty for skipping. Another ad shows up, for Wraith Babes, an adult website. He closes his eyes, but the screens tell him to resume viewing. He resumes watching. Next day, Dustin again makes fun of a fat cleaner. Bing hears a girl singing in the bathroom. He tries to talk to her, but an ad starts playing for the adult website. He notices that a fellow cyclist has been replaced with that same girl, Abby Khan. He watches her practice origami. The cleaner takes it away. Later at night, he mutes his ads away and keeps thinking about her. Next day, she tries to buy an apple, but it won't come. He comes and helps her. He introduces himself to her. She is new here, having turned 21 last week. He tells her that he liked her singing. He suggests she try out for Hot Shot. She doesn't have the merits to enter. It requires about 12 million merits. He says he'll gift it to her. His brother died and left him a lot of spare merits. She suggests he spend it on himself. He is not interested in all the materialistic stuff. She refuses, saying she can't take 12 million merits from him. But he convinces her, saying he wants something real to happen. Later, Bing buys an entry ticket to Hot Shot, which costs 15 million merits. He gifts the ticket to Abby. An ad starts playing for the adult site. He skips the ad. Next day, Abby is nervous. She gives him an origami piece she made for him. They hold hands together. They go through the entrance. It's her turn now. One of the contestants gets angry because she waited all week, but the new girl got her number first. She is sent onto the stage. They give her a drink, compliance, which is compulsory for all contestants to drink. The drink hits her hard. She goes onto the stage. One of the judge, Wraith, asks her to lift her top for him. She starts singing. But Judge Hope stops her midway. He tells her that this was the best singing they've had this season. But it still wasn't magical. He, instead, tells her that she would be perfect for Wraith's adult website. Even Judge Charity agrees. Bing tries to go on stage, but is taken away. Judge Hope says that there are no more spots for singers, not for another couple of years. They try to convince her to join Wraith's adult content. Judge Charity says that it's either that, or running the bike. Judge Hope says that millions of people watching her would give anything to be in her place. She looks around for Bing, but he's not there. The crowd starts chanting for her to say yes. Abby succumbs to the pressure and says yes. Bing is in his room, distraught. He has saved the origami and the compliance under his mattress. Dustin watches Abby on the adult site. Bing is playing video game in his room. An ad starts playing for Wraith Babes. He tries to skip the ad, but he doesn't have enough merits to do so. The ad shows Abby in her debut. He closes his eyes, but the screens ask him to continue watching. He tries to exit the room, but everything is disabled until the commercial. He gets angry and starts attacking the screens. He breaks one of the screens and starts crying. He picks up a broken glass from floor. Next day, he visits the work early. He starts saving money by cutting down all his expenses. He stops buying food for himself, instead, eating the leftovers of other people. He practices dancing in his room. He keeps working non-stop while getting better at dancing. He finally reaches 15 million merits. He buys the entry ticket to Hot Shot and hides the broken glass in his trousers. He enters the waiting area. The earlier, angry contestant also arrives, still not having had her chance. He waits for his turn. He is called in for his turn. They give him compliance, but he says he already had it, and shows them the pack he saved from Abby. He is sent on stage. He starts dancing on stage. He takes out the glass and puts it to his throat. He threatens to kill himself unless they stop the music. He just wants to say what he wants to say, and after that, they can do whatever they want to him. Judge Charity wants to hear what he has to say. He wants them to really listen, and not just pretend to listen. He goes on a long monologue about how they treat people as fodder. And they want to see people in pain. And laugh at them. And all they do is buy useless things. And that's how they express themselves. There is nothing new and real anymore. Everyone has gone numb. They ride their cycles all day and surround themselves with meaningless lights, powering tiny cells and tiny screens. They have made things worse for everyone. They have turned everyone into jokes of society. Judge Hope says that this was the most heartfelt thing he has seen on stage ever. The audience starts cheering. Hope says that Bing is right, authenticity is in short supply. He'd like to hear him talk again. He gives Bing a slot on his stream where Bing can talk just like that. 30 minutes, twice a week. Crowd cheers for him to do it. Sometime later, they show the angry contestant finally getting her chance, but they didn't like her singing. A segment shows Bing talking with the same glass to his throat. After the stream is over, Bing takes the glass and puts it in a box. He pours himself some juice, now living in a big house. The episode ends with Bing looking outside to a lush, green forest, which may or may not be real. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.